to another... Hey, thanks for joining me for another video. Today we're going to be doing our March makeover, and that's going to consist of trying out these BoxyCharm products that BoxyCharm sent me for the month of March. Let's get started and open this baby up. So, it comes in a cute box like this. It says Hello Charmer, and it folds open just to reveal all these beautiful things. It comes with this cute little themed card. It's so adorable, and it has all of the things that it comes with. So the first thing we have are these avocado hydrating eye masks by the Beauty Crop. They're infused with avocado and green tea to help hydrate and depuff your tired eyes. So we're gonna start off our makeup routine with these so that way we can have a good under eye base and everything's all moisturized. You guys, let me just tell you how cute this packaging is. It has like little avocados all over, and I don't know what else I expected, but I think it's adorable. So we're gonna...
It was at this moment that she knew she fucked up.
Well, be careful not to spill the serum inside, but luckily they didn't fall on the floor. They're stuck inside here. So here's one. So we're gonna put it... Alright, so we got one avocado patch. It's kind of weird to look down with these on because it like blocks my bottom eyelid. Let me try taking the other one out. Alright, so we're gonna leave these for 15 minutes. It's been about 15 minutes, so we're gonna take these off along with the rest of our stress and worries and toss those away. I do see a little bit of a difference. I don't look too tired, and my eyes are well and depuffed. They do retail for $18, and it comes in a pack of 3. Alright, so for the next step in our makeup routine, I'm going to be doing my base, and that consists of serums. So for today, I'm going to be using my Biro Tomato Serum and Volition Snow Mushroom Serum. These are both serums that I use on the daily, as you can see, because it's like almost gone. It's super important to moisturize and add your serums beforehand, because then if you end up with a dry textured surface, it makes for an even worse application of your foundation and everything above it. So I kind of just add 2 drops of each and lightly rub. I'm not tugging on my skin, I'm just moving the serum around. Right, so the next thing we're going to be doing is applying moisturizer. I'm going to be using this Glow Recipe Banana Souffle Moisturizing Cream. This retails for $39. It comes in a cute little glass jar with a yellow lid. So we got this open, and it smells like a banana Laffy Taffy, to be honest. So we're going to take a dime-sized amount. It's definitely like a moussey texture. Like if you were to take like a banana cream pie and take the insides and just put it in a jar, this would be what that is like. So I'm just gonna pat this all over my face roughly to get the product everywhere. Alright, so we're just gonna spread this around now that we've got it all patted in. It doesn't really smell like banana anymore. It kind of smells like chemicals. Now this is a smoothing lightweight moisturizer that seals in lasting hydration without clogging your pores, so it's non-comedogenic and non-acnegenic. It's good for sensitive skin. You guys, I will say though, it holds true to its name, Glow Recipe, because I am glowing. So if you didn't know, you can find how long your skincare products last on the box. So if you look right here on the box, it has a little 6M, which means that this product is going to be pretty good for about 6 months. That is with good care. Alright, so for our next step, we're going to be taking our Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim Defining Pencil. I have it in the shade Deep Brown. I'm just going to do my brows and be right back. Alright, so now that I'm done filling in my brows, I'm going to go through and outline them with concealer. But as you can see, I'm so sensitive that like I just plucked out one hair and it started bleeding, and this wants to turn red. So in order to cover up that redness from around the brows and just near my face, and to clean them up a bit, I'm going to be taking these 2 concealers by Born This Way in the shades Porcelain and Marshmallow. And then I'm going to be using this flat brush. So I'm just going to take a bit on my hand And I like mixing these two shades because Marshmallow, I got it and it was too light for me. So then I just mix it with Porcelain and it gives it a more pinker undertone. And we'll bring you guys in a little closer so we can see a close-up of the concealing, if anything. Since I do have to test out a setting spray, I'm going to be putting down a nice foundation of concealer and foundation. I like to blend downwards from that line that I just created, so that way I don't have to blend into the brown that I've laid down. And then if I do happen to like go over accidentally, I'll just take this and redraw over it. And then I'm gonna go in and clean the top of the brow. So then I start off kind of far away and then I drag it closer. I'm gonna let this one sit and dry for a tad while I do the other one. So now that I've got both eyebrows done, I'm gonna go through and gently blend in that concealer to the rest of my face. Letting your concealer sit for a little bit helps so that way the coverage is more buildable because you let it settle into your skin and dry versus smearing the fresh product that you just put. So it does seem a little bit backwards, but my next step is going to be taking this NYX Bear With Me gel primer. I usually put it on before the start of my makeup, but because I was doing a pencil brow, the pencil doesn't like to stick to my skin if it's super moisturized, if there's a lot of liquid underneath it. So what I'm gonna do is just pat it in on my cheeks, on the areas that I haven't yet put the concealer. This will help so that way my foundation stays and it'll be less likely to crease or dry out in a weird way. Moving on to foundation, I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. I like using this foundation because it has a pretty good coverage and a little bit goes a long way. And it's pretty cheap. I love the matte finish because it's still moisturizing, but it gives me a nice matte finish without having to cake my face with powder. Now I'm being sure to avoid kind of like my under eye area where I would put that triangle of concealer because I want to minimize the layers that I put underneath my eyes since that skin is a little bit more delicate than the rest. Now that we're done with our foundation, we're gonna go in with that same concealer. I feel like using this method helps me brighten the center of my face more. So just take it and I kind of draw a line down from the inner corner of my eye to the outer, and then I kind of just blend it down to like around my nose. And start at the outer corner and blend it at a diagonal, kind of. I'm just messily applying this because I'm going to go back and blend it in, but you do want to make sure that you don't press too hard on your brush. Alright, so if I were to press too hard underneath, it leaves like, you see how it kind of takes off the product with it? Like, it doesn't work. So if you level the brush on your skin and lightly tap it, you'll get a more even layer and it won't have as many dark spots as you would if you were pressing the brush down. Now that I have my under eyes done, I'm just gonna go and take a quick swipe on my nose just to highlight it, and then also highlight my chin as well as my cupid's bow. So then everything's centrally highlighted. I'll probably go back up here and add a little bit more, and then I'm gonna go through and blend it. I've let my foundation sit to dry for a tad bit. I'm going to be taking this Pretty Vulgar palette. It's called Nesting Bitch Face. Be taking this shade called Sunkissed Snitch in circular motions, starting like near my ear. I like to go like this so I don't get smile lines, and so I can find that inner crevice of my cheekbone. Flicks down. I'm gonna go and take that on the other side as well. This palette I actually got from BoxyCharm as well. So they have face palettes and eyeshadow palettes that you get occasionally, and to be honest, I use this palette like every day. So in my forehead, I'm gonna bring it down into my hairline and then connect that with that. I'm gonna be going in with this brush. It's by Luna Magic, and I'm just gonna be taking that same shade. I always start off by shading the bottom of my nose, going light-handed as well, because if you press too hard, you're gonna end up with a really harsh line. Once I got the bottom of my nose defined, I'm gonna go on the side and lightly brush. So you already have a harsh line right there, so I just take the side of the brush and kind of like blend it out, and then go on to the next. And once I've gotten that shape that I want to get, I'm just gonna take it and create like a little button nose just by adding a little bit of shading and dimension, and then we just blend. For blush, I'm going to be taking this angled brush right here and the same palette, but in this palette I'm going to be taking the color Hush Blush, which is this pretty muted blush, and then I'm just going to lightly tap that and brush downward on the highs of my cheekbones just to give my face a little bit more color. I also like to add some onto the tip of my nose and my chin. Too much. Alright, so now moving on to the eyes, we're going to be taking this Lime Crime Venus 3 palette that they sent me. And you guys, the colors in these are gorgeous. You can see we have all of these, and they have the shimmers. It also has beautiful rose gold accents. But this palette in general is just so beautiful. This palette retails for $38. The ultra buttery formula sweeps on richly pigmented color that doesn't fade or fall out. So we'll have to test that out. Also has a magnetic closure, which are my favorite. First one I'm going to be going in with is this color Rapture right here, and I'm going to be taking that on this little fluffy brush, and then I'm just going to brush that right here in the inner corner softly so we can have a nice base. It does have a purple sheen to it, but it's kind of barely visible. And then going in with the same brush, I'm going to be taking this shade Dreamy and put it in the same area. Taking a fluffy brush like this one, we're going to go in with the shade Ecstasy, which is this nice brown color right here. And we're going to put that in the inner corner in the same area we've been doing. Same thing with being light-handed on a color. Wherever you want the color to be more pigmented, you press harder there, and wherever you want it to be lighter, you use a lighter handed motion. So now that we've got that done, I'm going to be taking the shade Dreamy right here with this No Tug Crease brush by It Cosmetics. Taking this same brush, we're going to be going in with our shade Paradise, which is this purple shade right here. And then we're gonna be taking that and applying it all in the outer corner. Then we're just gonna bring that down under. And going in with this flat fluffy brush by BH Cosmetics, we're gonna be taking our shade Bliss right here. Now that I finished with my eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in and line my tight line with this Triseek gel pencil. And then I'm gonna curl my eyelashes. If you know, you know. You wanna test it on your wrist. Now that I've curled my lashes, I'm gonna be taking my absolute favorite lashes, baby lashes, in the style Baby. I'm gonna be taking my Duo Black Glue. I've let my glue dry for just a tad bit. I'm gonna angle my lash up and sit the end down. And then I usually just close my eye to like feel where my lash is so that way it's comfortable. And then I love these lashes because the band is curved, so it kind of hugs your eye and makes it easier to apply. So I happen to lose the footage of the unboxing, but this packaging is so cute and holographic.
This lip gloss, it worked for me.
The best thing about this lip gloss is that it's not sticky at all, and I love that. It's so juicy and moisturizing. This comes in 6 different colors and it's available for $20. But honestly, I suggest you go buy it. We have our full face of makeup done. The last thing we have to test out is this Maven Beauty Rose Water Setting Spray. I love the packaging. It's covered in roses. You get a pretty good amount, 3.38 ounces. This is supposed to set your intentions and your makeup with this aura-lifting, antioxidant-packed rose water setting spray. Mist it all over your face to lock down and prevent smudging for up to 16 hours. So the mist is a little thick. Not bad, does smell like rose water, so let's get this baby on. It honestly didn't even feel that heavy. So now, I'm just gonna dry this off. But I've let that dry, I'm just gonna go over with a beauty blender. Usually setting sprays leave like a mist residue on my face, but this one didn't. But I'm just blending out whatever lines and creases may have appeared. Here's the final look. Now the mist does retail for $22. I honestly love setting sprays that don't leave a residue, and I didn't even feel it. Like, it's literally so lightweight. So that does conclude this video. Thank you for staying to watch this look, and also thank you to BoxyCharm for sending me this for this month. If you want to get 5 full-size products for super cheap every month, make sure you sign up for BoxyCharm because it's super worth it.